All right, we're going to do another 3-chord song. It's an easy song. It's a great song, actually. It does have a little bit more movement in it. Once you get a little more advanced, you can play G, G7, D, and D7 in this, but we don't have to. That makes that a 5-chord song. We're just going to do 3 chords. So when you're looking at the chord chart, which you can get on my website, easy3chordcountry.com, this song is recorded by Doyle, Lawson, excellent mandolin player. But wherever it says G, you just play the G. Wherever it says G7, you can still just play the G, okay? And when it says C, you play the C. And when it says D or D7, you play the D. So here we go. Help is on the way. So we take these 2 fingers, put on strings 1 and 2, which is closest to the floor, 1 and 2, on fret 3. And now those 2 fingers, those are our anchor. Those stay there. But now these 2 fingers are going to go up to the top. And this goes on string 6. So we have 3 fingers on fret 3 on strings 1, 2, and 6. All right. Now on fret 2 on string 5, this finger is going to lay down. That's kind of how they naturally lay anyway. So when we change our chords, these 2 are the only 2 fingers that move. These 2 stay where they are. Okay. These 2 stay put. And these up on top, the index finger and middle finger, are the ones that change. So here we go. This is the G. Then we move these down, just 1 string, toward, and that's the C. And if we move it down 1 more, but pick up this middle finger, that makes our D delta. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go boom, boom, meaning I'm just gonna hit that E string, that boom down, up, boom down, up, boom down, up, boom. Some people call that boom chaka, boom chaka, boom chaka. Some people call it bum diddy, bum diddy. Fiddle players like to call it run pony, run pony. Okay, so there. Now you got it. So that's the strum I'm doing. A woman in the Bible days, her last meal almost gone, but God had sent Elijah to make His words known. He said, woman, don't you worry, for God sent me today. And before you even asked Him, help was on the way. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. Troubles in this life come by, burdens get you down. You think no one is listening, you think no one's around. Just remember what His word says. Trust Him and obey. Keep your eyes towards the heaven, 'cause help is on the way. Back to the chorus. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. Just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. We're going to tag it. Just hold on a little longer. Help is on the way. Let me just play it for you one time with the harder chords, a little slightly more advanced cowboy chords. They're called cowboy chords when they play like right here in the first 5 frets. Because that's a lot of times where you'll see cowboys singing, and that's all they ever do is just play right here. You know, they're not playing bar chords, they're not up and down the neck, just playing right here in the cowboy chord area. But what we were doing was this is going, a woman in the Bible days, her last meal almost gone, but God had sent Elijah to make his words known. So that's what we were playing. But if I put the G and the G7 and the D and the D7 in there, listen to how it's just a little bit more emotional sounding. I'm going to play the cowboy chords, so they're a little different than what we've been looking at. A woman in the Bible days, her last meal almost gone, but God sent Elijah to make his words known. You hear that subtle difference? Here's the G, and here's the G7, and then here's the D delta, and here's the delta 7. Beautiful, beautiful sounds. And those are fairly easy to make. Actually, whenever I'm playing and I have to make a G7, if I'm making a G7, very often what I'll do, there's my G, like that. And then what I'll do is I'll just very often just take one finger, put it right here on the first fret, and then just hit like the bottom 4 strings. And that gives it that 7 sound. So I go from here, G to G7. I like to say practice 2 minutes a day, and then very often what will happen is, because you can't say, oh, I don't have 2 minutes a day. Everybody's got 2 minutes a day. And so you pick it up for 2 minutes, and then you get playing for 5 or 10 or 15, and so you get some real good practice in. The other thing is don't put your guitar in a case, or your banjo, or your mandolin, or your fiddle, whatever. Have them out someplace safe, but have them like whenever I have my big lazy boy recliner in the next room, and right next to that, right where I can just reach right out at arm's length, is I have a guitar rack, and I either keep my guitar in it, or I keep my banjo in it, or it'll hang my mandolin, or whatever it is I want to play with. I'll keep that there, and then whenever I sit down for the day, I park my butt for the last time, and maybe turn on the TV, I can just reach right over, pick up the guitar, and I can just, when the commercials come on, I can hit mute, and I can practice a minute or two while that's happening. Do that. Why don't you hit subscribe and like? Subscribe and like, and I'm going to see if I can find us something else to play.